What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are going to be diving into some battles submitted to us by a member of the community, Punkirojin. Now this is from season 1, but these battles are pretty awesome, and he is in rank 10 from season 1, and it definitely has that shadow hypno, which is going to be really awesome to see. Now we have something a little different that we're doing here on the left. It was suggested to me that I start to highlight the moves that are legacy. So as you guys can see here on the left, Meganium, Vine Whip, Earthquake, Frenzy Plant. That Frenzy Plant is legacy community day move. We have Shadow Hypno with Confusion, Shadow Ball, and Ice Punch. And then we got the Mint Registeel with Lock On, Flash Cannon, and Focus Blast. And after the battles, we're going to be diving into pvpoke.com to talk a little bit more about this team, why the movesets are there, what kind of coverage you have, and what kind of weaknesses are going to be strong against this team. Alright, so I absolutely love Meganium. Hypno is one of my favorite Pokemon for the Great League as well, and he actually lands a fantastic lead. Meganium into Stunfisk. We see the swap into Bronzong, so the Registeel is now going to be coming out. Going to be resisting those Confusions and Psyshocks, but it does have to watch out for Bulldoze. Bronzong isn't a well-known Pokemon in the Great League, but it can pack a punch, everyone. It's a great safe switch option. Now he's going straight for Focus Blast here. Going to be doing neutral against the Bronzong, so we'll have to see how this match plays out. We do see a shield come up on the Bronzong, so Bronzong definitely is looking to win switch advantage right here and hoping to land a Bulldoze. Now he is going to be able to get to another Focus Blast in time. That just shows how fast Lock-On can charge up energy. Now we do see no shield right there, and this is likely going to be a Bulldoze. This won't KO the Registeel from this range, but it's still going to do quite a bit of damage, which it does, as we can see right there. Now he's going to look to potentially farm down, but he might just go straight for the Flash Cannon. He is going to go straight for the Flash Cannon before Bronzong can get to the Psyshock. This should be finishing off Bronzong, and we'll likely see Stunfisk come back in and farm for energy. Now he's going to be using Thunder Shock, which he won't be able to KO, but he is going to pull the trigger on the Mud Bomb right here. This is going to be finishing off Registeel, but his opponent still has his back against the wall because he has Meganium, which can come in and absolutely farm down. Stunfisk is another one of those kind of mud boys that we like to see, and he swaps into Cherrim, so he's going to be going for Frenzy Plant right now. Again, putting a lot of pressure on the Cherrim here, as it is not as bulky as Meganium, but it is going to be resisted, and now he's swapping into the Shadow Hypno right here. Shadow type Pokemon do 20% more damage, but they also take 20% more damage, so it's a double-edged sword right here. He is going to shield. He does successfully block the Solar Beam. That is huge, and he's going to completely farm down. Cherrim is able to get to another charge move. This is going to be the Weather Ball right here. Weather Ball not going to be able to KO, but it's still going to do quite a bit. And now he has those Ice Punches for the Stunfisk. Stunfisk is going to be weak to Ice because of that ground typing right here, and it is going to do quite a bit of damage if it goes unshielded, and it's going to start chunking away on top of that Confusion damage. This is going to start adding up, and his opponent does decide to surrender. So really good game right there. Again, when you win lead, you want to win that switch advantage so you can maintain positive control of the battle. Moving into game 2, we have Meganium versus Gliscor. We have never seen Gliscor here on the channel in Go Battle League. For those of you who compete in the Sylph Arena, Gliscor is fantastic. Now we do see that the Gliscor is staying in. That's because it has access to Night Slash, which is going to be doing super effective damage and has a chance to proc the attack boost. But Hypno here having Ice Punch is going to be hitting back hard as well because of the ground typing from the Gliscor. We do see a shield go up, and Gliscor is going to get to Night Slashes very, very quickly. It's running that Fury Cutter fast move, which charges energy really quick on top of doing super effective damage to Hypno because of the psychic typing. Actually, it's running Wing Attack. My bad. This is a Wing Attack variant, which serves as a counter to Grass type Pokemon. It was hard to see because of the shadows there on the Hypno, but this is definitely a Wing Attack Gliscor here. Now we are going to see the Hypno let it go down, and he's probably going to be bringing in Meganium again. He's going to be able to farm down with with Vine Whip right here. Charge move coming through, going to be another Night Slash. No need to shield. It's still going to do some nice neutral damage, but not enough to KO, so he doesn't need to shield at all. He's just going to completely farm down. Now we are going to see what is going to be coming in next. A Tentacruel. Really interesting play right here. Tentacruel, being a poison water typing, is going to be weak to this Earthquake as well. Oh, he's not able to actually get all of the bubbles right there. And he is going to have to swap potentially because Tentacruel has Poison Jab as a fast move, which is going to be doing super effective damage to Grass-type Pokemon. He gets baited with the Acid Spray. He's going to bring in Registeel right here, completely farm down while resisting the Poison Jabs from Tentacruel. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Hypno. So this is going to be a pretty good game right here. Flash Cannon is going to be doing neutral damage against the Hypno and going to be able to take it out basically after 2 Flash Cannons. If this Hypno has Focus Blast and can land it, it could potentially flip the match right here, but I highly doubt that it's running Focus Blast. This is probably just going to be a Shadow Ball. No, it's going to be a Fire Punch. Okay, still pretty good, but it's not going to be enough to be able to take out the Registeel, as Registeel is an absolute tank in the Great League right here. Flash Cannon getting the Hypno low, and then just going to finish off with Lock On, and that is going to be a good game. So these are some interesting battles here at rank 10, seeing Tentacruel and Gliscor. That's really interesting. So we have game 3 now. We have Meganium versus Vigoroth on the lead. Vigoroth is a fantastic save switch, but it can serve as a good lead as well. Body Slam spam is going to be applying a lot of pressure to a lot of Pokemon. Plus that counter damage really helps out against those Registeel leads. Now we see a Body Slam coming through. No shield on the Meganium right here. He's going to be building up some more energy. Now he's going to start firing off Frenzy Plants. This is going to do quite a bit of damage to a Vigoroth because of the normal typing. It's not going to be super effective, but it's still going to warrant some shields to start coming up. Now, we may see Meganium shield here as well, which we do, as, you know, he needs to get off another Frenzy Plant versus this Vigoroth. Will we see a shield on the Vigoroth though? And will we see a swap into another Pokemon to save Meganium for a potential Azumarill in the back? No shield on the Vigoroth, and he tried to swap into Registeel right there, but he's not able to do it. Is he going to let the Meganium go down? He is going to let the Meganium go down, so loses switch advantage, but he can come in here with Hypno, get 1 Confusion worth of energy, and we'll have to see what they have in the back. Alright, so even shields versus Registeel here. He's just going to be going straight for the Shadow Ball. This might be a tell that there could potentially be an Altaria in the back because Hypnos usually run with Ice Punch just like this one is. Swap now into Azumarill actually. So the Shadow Ball is still going to be a good call even though his opponent did swap. The Shadow Ball is going to be doing quite a bit of damage to the Azumarill right here, and he's going to look to try to do as much damage as he can. Confusion is absolutely chunking. He's not going to shield right here. He's going to rely on his Registeel to be able to finish off the Azumarill and the other Registeel, which has some loaded energy. So Flash Cannon right here. This is going to get the Azumarill very, very low, and he's likely going to be able to farm down with Lock On. Yep, so barely able to not take it out, but now it's in an even matchup, and this is going to be mind games of who's doing Focus Blast and who isn't. So getting off the first Focus Blast right here, is his opponent going to shield? No shield coming through. The Focus Blast does land. You may be asking, why didn't he shield? Well, it could potentially have been a bait for a Flash Cannon. We see the shield come up. Flash Cannon successfully shielded, and will we see a Focus Blast now come through? He's going to be able to Lock On, farm down, and that is going to call it right there. So good battle right there. Again, Hypno landing some hard-hitting moves, chunking that Azumarill. Now we have Meganium versus Bastiodon here on the lead. This is a pretty positive matchup, and we see the swap now into Defense Form Deoxys. So he's probably going to be going for a Frenzy Plant right here to apply a lot of pressure. He still has Hypno in the back and Registeel. That Registeel can handle the Bastiodon, so we'll likely see the Hypno now come out. Charge move coming through on the Defense Form Deoxys is probably just going to be a Rock Slide right here. Do some neutral damage, yep. So it is going to be a Rock Slide. He is now swapping into his Hypno right here. Going to be resisting those counters, but he can handle this matchup pretty well, even though he's going to be taking 20% more damage, as Hypno is very bulky and the attacks from Defense Form Deoxys will not be doing a lot. He's going to be going straight for Shadow Ball right here, definitely applying a lot of shield pressure to this Defense Form Deoxys, and we do see the Shadow Ball land and is going to be able to finish off with 1 Confusion. That was huge. We're going to see the Bastiodon now come back in. He needs to get to this Shadow Ball to apply some more pressure right here. Shadow Ball going to be connecting potentially, or will we see a shield? We'll likely not see a shield here on the Bastiodon. No shield coming through, able to chunk down the Bastiodon, but Bastiodon is farming down. Now, Bastiodon has access to Flamethrower, which is going to be doing super effective damage to both Meganium and Registeel, so we'll probably see a potential shield come up here on the Registeel, but Flamethrower is honestly not going to do a lot. We do see a shield though, so we'll have to see what his opponent decides to do. Will we see a swap? We do not see a swap, which is a tell that whatever's in the back could be a flyer, possibly Altaria or Skarmory. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Flamethrower connecting again. As I said, super effective damage, but not enough to warrant 2 shields basically right there. Now he's going to be going for Focus Blast. This is definitely going to one-hit KO the Bastiodon if it goes unshielded, which it does. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Meganium actually. So saving the shield for Meganium, applying huge pressure now with this Flash Cannon. He can basically go into the mirror if he wants to right here. Flash Cannon is going to connect right there, and then we are going to see a swap on the Meganium into the charge move. This could potentially be Earthquake, which would be a great catch, but it is going to be Frenzy Plant, which is the better move to use in the mirror. We're going to see his own Meganium getting off a Frenzy Plant right here. This will probably get the final shield from his opponent, and then it's going to come down to... Oh, he doesn't get the shield. Okay, he's going to be able to finish off with Vine Whips alone, and that is going to be a GG. So I believe that was game 4. We'll have to see. Yeah, game 4. Okay, so now we are in game 5. Again, season 1 rank 10 battles, but this team is still strong. We have Meganium versus Toxicroak here. So pretty interesting matchup. He does need to watch out for a Sludge Bomb from Toxicroak, but Toxicroak being very squishy needs to watch out for Frenzy Plants. It's still going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and he cannot swap into Registeel, so he's got to utilize his Meganium to put pressure on this Toxicroak. Now he still has his Hypno. He's not going to shield right here. If this is Sludge Bomb, it will be taking out Meganium. It's going to be Mud Bomb. Will we see the swap to Hypno? No swap. He's going to go for another Frenzy Plant. Charge move coming through on the Toxicroak. This is going to be another Mud Bomb right here. It was too close to be Sludge Bomb. Not enough to KO the Meganium. Great call right there to not shield, knowing that his Meganium can survive. Able to get off a Frenzy Plant and win switch advantage right here against the Toxicroak. Now we see Azumarill come in. So we'll probably see the Registeel potentially. No, we're going to see the Hypno come in right here. Going to be putting a lot of pressure with that confusion damage. As you guys can see, that is just adding up right there. Shadow Ball, again, going to be the better move to use here against the Azumarill because of the water typing. You don't want to be using that Ice Punch. It's going to be resisted. So he is going to go for Shadow Ball right here. No messing around, no shield base, just straight Shadow Balls to Azumarill's face. And we see it land. So he can basically completely farm down right now. All he needs to do is invest 1 shield right here, and he should be able to farm down with confusion and apply a lot of pressure to whatever is in the back. So we're going to see the farm down right here with Hypno, which is huge. The final Pokemon is going to be a fellow Hypno. Now he's going for Ice Punch right here for the shield bait. He did show that he has Shadow Ball, so this will probably get a shield, which it does, and he's going to try to race for that Shadow Ball. Can he get the Shadow Ball in time? No, he cannot. Okay, so Hypno on Registeel right here. It all depends on the moveset that this Hypno has, but this is likely over as Registeel is very bulky and can get to charge moves that are going to be hitting harder a lot quicker than Hypno can. And we see that it is a Thunder Punch variant, so this could be double punch Hypno. This could be a Thunder Ice Punch or a Thunder Fire Punch. Another Thunder Punch coming through. This tells us this is probably a Thunder Ice Punch right here. Hypno trying to close the game, so Registeel will be able to handle this very, very nicely. He's going to be able to get to basically 1 more Flash Cannon right here. This will be getting the shield on his opponent. And again, Registeel can bulk down this Hypno because he doesn't need a shield. These Thunder Punches will not be doing enough damage. Now, if this Hypno had a Focus Blast or it had Fire Punch, this would be a completely different matchup. But Hypnos can have so many different movesets that it all depends on what they have to win this matchup. Now, going to be able to get to the Flash Cannon right here and finish off this game nicely. So really good set showcased here. Very, very bulky team that Shadow Hypno able to do a lot of damage and pressure to Azumarill with confusion. Shadow Balls hitting like a truck and great shield bait opportunities / coverage with that Ice Punch. So really good battles, going 5-0 at rank 10 in season 1. That's really impressive. And let's go ahead and talk about the team a little bit. All right, so we are on pvpoke.com, which is a fantastic resource for Pokemon Go PvP. And we're taking a look at this team, right? Meganium, Shadow Hypno, and Registeel. Now, Meganium, like we said earlier, needs to have that Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Earthquake moveset. Razor Leaf is not going to be good on a Meganium because you want it to use its charge moves, Earthquake and Frenzy Plant is a Community Day move, so it is a Legacy. Now, Hypno here, Shadow Hypno running Confusion, Shadow Ball, and Ice Punch. That is likely due to the fact that Meganium is going to be able to cover Azumarill, so no need to run the Thunder Punch right there, but the Ice Punch will definitely be helping out against Altarias. And then Registeel here on the safe switch switch. Again, a fantastic safe switch and could bait out fighters or mud boys, which can be handled by the Meganium and Hypno coming back in to farm down, which is a really good call. Overall, this team has a lot of coverage, guys. Look at all the coverage that this team has. This team can handle the meta for sure. Now, some of the biggest weaknesses you're going to see, I think the most common one would be Alolan Marowak, Gavantula as well, but I think this could be managed as you have Earthquake, you have Shadow Ball, so, you know, you could manage around this team, but Alolan Marowak would definitely give this team some trouble. But overall, I think it's pretty strong. Now, Hypno, being Shadow, does need to have been TM'd on the Team Rocket event. That's the only way to get rid of frustration. So currently, right now, if you're watching this video, since it's been uploaded basically, there's really no way to TM away frustration unless it's on a Team Rocket community event that Niantic hasn't announced when the next one will be. So you're kind of missing out on that, but don't worry, I don't really have any either. But the next time they have a Team Go Rocket event, definitely look to TM away some of the frustrations on your Pokemon so you can utilize those Shadow variants. Again, Registeel, we all know it's really strong. Lock on Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, that's the moves that you want to have, can cover the meta super well. Overall, I think this team is very strong, very bulky, has fantastic coverage, so I definitely wish I could give this a try. Now, I don't have a Shadow Hypno, but I'm sure a normal Hypno would do good as well, but that Shadow one really just adds the extra damage needed for that coverage. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team. I think Shadow Hypno has a lot of strong play in the Great League, even though it is very rare right now to have one down the line when we can get it again. Definitely look to get yourself a Shadow Hypno, at least TM away the frustration on the Drowsy or on the Hypno that you have. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.